This is the end for Arne Slot. This is it. I think, look, it was a hard tie. It was hard. You've got PSG away from home. I understand. But PSG they've been a bit of a mixed bag this year. I feel like they're getting into form a little bit. But, and I'm not a stats guy. I hate looking at stats because I feel like stats can just overshadow what you see with your eyes. I think the eye test is what you should first go for, right? However, the stats from here, like the amount of shots that PSG had against Liverpool shots, like Liverpool had 0 shots on target. I know PSG, well, I'll say only 6. They had 6 shots on target. They scored 2. It was 2-0. But this could have been so much more, I feel. And it was a bit weird that Arne Slot decided to go for a different formation. So it was like a 5 at the back, basically. You had 3 centre-backs, 2 essentially wing-backs, which I think suits Frimpong and probably Kirkez as well. And then it's like a 5-3-2 formation. Why would you do this? Like, I think to save his career, like, he's got to just bank on doing well in the Champions League right now. And he went with this weird formation. And it just didn't work, man. It just didn't work. He left Salah on the bench. Yes, Salah's been up and down. Well, down mostly this season. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, and like I said, this PSG team hasn't been like firing on all cylinders all season. I mean, I feel like the keeper who's actually replaced the keeper that they bought to get Donnarumma out, Chevalier, he's replaced him. I thought their keeper had a great game, to be honest with you. One thing I want to touch upon is, first of all, that Doué goal, that was weird. Like, they said it was deflection, but when I saw the replay, I couldn't see the deflection. Maybe I've got bad eyesight, who knows. But I want to talk about one player in particular, well, 2 players for PSG in particular, really. One is Kvaratskhelia. I think this guy is becoming underrated. Like, it's mad to think I'm thinking that he's underrated because he made a big money move to PSG last January transfer window, and this guy just turns up in big occasions. Weirdly, he's been in and out of the team this year, and if you look at just stats, I think he's got 4 goals and 4 assists in the league this season, which isn't great, but I think he's had 15 starts maybe, so not many. But this guy, oh my God, he is incredible. Like, the way he is so direct. It's very hard to find wingers who are that direct and will almost always get a shot off. His decision making, I think, is elite, personally. And I don't know, man. I think this guy should be demanding a starting place every week. To me, he is incredible. Just coming off that left-hand side. I know he can play on the right, but mainly off the left. I know, obviously, they've had Barcola out there as well, so he has to, maybe rotate with that. But no, man, this guy should be starting for any team he plays for. And then I want to talk about Dembele, because Dembele could have put this tie to bed, honestly. And this reminded me of Dembele at Barcelona and at Borussia. I remember seeing Dembele at Borussia for the first time, because it was a big money move in from Borussia, I remember, and I wasn't convinced, man. His decision making was shocking. He was very good on the ball, both footed, sick, but decision making crap. When he went to Barcelona, obviously everyone knows what happened there, just absolute fall off. And then last year, I think it was like a one season wonder. I'll be completely honest with you. I think he's still a very, very good player. I think last year everything just came together perfectly for him and he won the Champions League. But personally, I just don't think he can maintain that. And you saw the frustrations of Dembele last night. But yeah, man, honestly, I think PSG are through, because I don't think Liverpool can do the remontada like they did a few years back in the Champions League. They haven't got Klopp anymore to do that. I just don't see Liverpool coming back from this. I know it's at Anfield and whatnot. I know Anfield has had these great nights. But yeah, then they're not coming back. And then we go on to Barcelona at home to Atletico Madrid. This was such a weird game, because you had the sending off of Pau Cubarsí, who was the last man. I don't know what the referee was thinking. Bro, he's literally one-on-one with the keeper. Like, the guy who's running on the right, I can't remember who it was. There's no way he is covering and running back that quickly. And I can't believe it was going to be yellow at the start. And I'm so glad VAR interjected and was like, yo, go check your screen, bro. Because it was 100% red. And justice was served. And then Julian Alvarez, who for me, I was so jealous when City signed him. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say I knew him before City. I didn't. But when I just started looking at, when I saw him play the first couple of games for City, I was like, there's something there, man. There's something there. And I was so surprised when they let him go. Maybe because he was demanding, I don't know, first team, like a regular first team spot. And he deserves it, man. But this guy is world class for me. Like, he's one of the top strikers in the world. I know he's had a topsy-turvy season, but nah, man, this guy's elite. And I did not know he had a free kick in his bag. I thought Griezmann was going to take it when he was standing over it. But fair play, man. Julian Alvarez hits it top bins. Incredible free kick. Beating Garcia, who's seen as one of the best keepers in Europe right now. Elite. But saying that, look, this game, even when they went down 10 men, the second half, Barcelona were on top. Barcelona had chances in this game. Marcus Rashford, who looked very bright in the game, but did that thing which he did at United a lot, which is not clinical enough. He had a couple of chances where I feel like he could have put him away quite easily. Frustrations of Rashford just keep going on. I think Barcelona are trying to finesse us. Like, it's a 26 million quid, I think, or something. The clause is to buy him, and they're saying we don't want to pay that, which is insane. I think he's definitely worth that. I personally think he's probably worth like 40 mil. But yeah, man, like he should have. This could have been easily for Barcelona. But one man who he's been talked about so much, but Lamine Yamal, like, I feel as though, like, people don't. No, well, people do understand. People do rate him. But it's about his decision making. I think his decision making is what is elevating him amongst his peers right now. His touch, his vision is all there, but it's about actually making the right decision. And granted, he ran a bit too early when Marcus Rashford got a goal ruled for offside. However, that was a great cross by him. And just his passing, he just knows when to take someone on, when to just knock it back, when to make a run in behind. Yeah, this guy's elite, man. Like, the only thing that... And one thing I actually saw last night, which I've not really seen before, I don't think, from Lamine. I'm not going to lie and say I watch him week in, week out. I don't. But I feel as though he's maturing in terms of... I feel as though maybe like even earlier in the season... Look, it's good to play with freedom and stuff, but sometimes when you need to be serious, you need to be serious. And I felt, though, as though last night, especially when they went down to 10 men, this guy went into serious mode. Like... He wasn't like laughing and joking around, and that's... I actually love people laughing and joking around on the pitch, like, because football is a game, right? It's a sport. But I love the fact that he zoned the fuck in, and I did not expect that. And I'm just, yeah, man, honestly, I'm excited to see the trajectory of him, because there's been a lot of reports in the papers about, obviously, like his birthday parties and everything, and how he's, you know, a bit, let's say, expressive off the field. And I think people have thought, oh, is that going to sort of deter him? But if he can lock in like this on a pitch, he'll be fine. I think he's a generational talent, and the Ballon d'Or is for his to lose for the next 10 years. He can dominate the Ballon d'Or over the next 10 years. I'm not saying he'll win every year, but if he wants to, he can. But yeah, honestly, another great night of Champions League football. I think personally, PSG will go through. And then if we look at the Barca Atletico, the way that Barcelona play with 10 men, and Atletico have been very up and down this season, I feel as though Barcelona are going to go through here. What's weird is before a ball was kicked in sort of like the last rounds, I actually thought Newcastle were going to knock out Barcelona. But I feel as though the way that this is right now and the way that Barcelona played that last 45 minutes, I think they're going to go through. Man, so I personally think the semi-finals are going to be... I've got a feeling Real Madrid are going to come back. I reckon it'll be Real Madrid go through, Arsenal go through, Barcelona go through, and PSG go through. I think they're going to be the semi-finalists for this year's Champions League. But let me know what you think, innit? Let me know in the comments below. And be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. We're doing daily vids on this channel. And yeah, man, just going to do loads of different content. I got loads of different ideas, not just talking about, you know, last night's events and whatnot. But yeah, let me know what you want to see as well. But yeah, peace.